Today I went to Richmond Park and saw loads of deer, such as fallow deer and red deer. Some of them even had lots of battle wounds, scars, and even more. So let's go all the way back when I was trying to look for them. We went on a 55-minute drive all the way to Richmond Park, where we would hopefully see some deer. Now, we went here on New Year's Day because we knew that it was the best time to go there, because that will be when there are the lowest amount of tourists, because most people stay up night for the New Year. And they'd be all in bed because they're tired as hell. So we came here. We did not do it, but so that we could come here in the morning and there'd be not so many people as there usually would be, so it'd be much less crowded. That tree has a whole post for it. What the heck? So we went through loads of different woodlands all the way to the Great Spencer's Pond, where this is two ponds together, which kind of form a little lake, and there were so many jackdaws flying about. There were loads of birds by the shore, such as swans, geese, specifically grey lag geese, moorhens, and a lot more. There were also these Egyptian geese making these obvious little calls which sound very loud. They are often found near here for some reason, and they always make these weird sounds. I don't know why. It sounds like that they've got a weird throat, but I'm pretty sure that's just their call. That's just kind of how they sound like. Then we went to a little woodland where there was a parakeet that actually flew out of a tree hole. There were also loads of jackdaws and magpies on the treetops, and a lot of other birds, including the parakeets, as usual. There were even more parakeets up in the treetops, and there were so many jackdaws. There, dear. Right there, right over there, Hannah. So yeah, only 3 minutes into the video and we already found red deer. Not even just the fallow deer yet, just the red deer. And they are absolutely majestic. Now I can tell that these are probably really young deer, they're not fully grown, because the male doesn't have its signature really big horns. But they were kind of staring at me, probably because they obviously knew that I was right in front of them, and they were walking across the road. So it seems like the red deer were going into a zone in the park where it was only allowed for deer, and the deer were basically going inside it. And the reason why is because apparently they can only go there, and that's kind of like a wildlife area for them. And no humans are allowed to go there because that's usually where they do their breeding and stuff like that. Then we found this albino deer, which was literally just hanging about. And since it's an albino deer, I imagine that they would be quite rare, no? So the fact that we found an albino deer, that's very cool, and that's also very rare. So I am really surprised that I have found that. I don't know if they're rare. It might be a common thing. I'm not sure. But generally, albino animals are often considered rare. So I'm really excited. Right, so I just checked, and they're basically rare. Yeah, so they're rare everywhere, so extremely rare. So oh my gosh, I am so lucky that I found that. I can't believe it. I'm speechless, okay? I don't know what to say. I'm almost 99% sure that this is a fallow deer, considering that not only there are fallow deer around, but generally it's with fallow deer that get this very rare effect. So basically, we went to this little hill area, and we went down the hill, and we saw a whole herd of fallow deer just on this little patch of grassland, and they were not scared of us at all. I mean, we went right up to them. That's how I got this amazing footage, because I was actually quite close. Now, this specific fallow deer, which is the species of the deer that I'm filming, didn't have the signature spots that they usually have. But there was one quite close and nearby that did have some spots. There were lots of deer around, all having a graze on and eating the grass, quite a long time, and, we were just admiring them. Right, so I had a bad idea of actually letting the stand that I was using take control of filming this deer, and obviously it did not go to plan. You cannot see the deer's head at all. It's cut off from eating the grass. And I need to get a new stand, because this stand is so wobbly, and I think we got the wrong type. And I got some misty footage of these two fallow deer that weren't fighting, but they were practicing fighting, because I don't think they were actually fully trying to attack each other. I think they were just practicing, because actual proper fights are more violent, while this is quite calm actually. So I'm just assuming that these are brothers and sisters, and they're just kind of practicing on how to fight. It's a battle. Then we found this absolutely monstrosity of a deer, red deer. This is an adult red stag, and it has these absolutely beautiful big great horns. Now I can absolutely tell that this is definitely an adult, full-grown red deer. It also seems like it's been in a battle, because there was a bunch of red flesh and blood on the side of its cheek. I mean, there's a giant wound on the side of its cheek, and that it's probably in a battle. The reason of cause of it is most likely it was in a battle and it got scarred on the face, or it hit into a truck. Most likely, probably in a battle, and yeah, he is a big survivor. And also, I got some pretty cool footage on it, so that will be very cool. And with absolutely no time wasted, we're gonna get right into it. Anyways, that's the end of this video. I hope you like all the red deer and fallow deer, and I hope you have a good week.